shows that anyone can go home.
Contestants, it's time to weigh in. Contestants, it's time to weigh in. The first team to weigh in today will be the team of 5 couples. And the first couple to stand up on the scales will be Shannon and Chris. Come on up.
Worst case scenario for me would be 1, to lose less than 6 kilos, and 2, to lose the weigh into Caitlin and Dana.
Chris, last week you weighed 107.2 kilos. Shannon, you weighed 180.8 kilos. Your current weight is...
I initially thought that's not enough, it's too small. But then a bit of reality check back in. That's 4 kilos. That's almost 4% of my body weight I've lost. That's a good effort for a guy that's 107.2 kilos.
Chris and Shannon, together you've lost a total of 10.1 kilos.
Knowing that we've lost 10.1 kilos is a great feeling. It's really, really hard to be unhappy about doing that.
That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.51%. Your team's now officially on the board. Shannon, how has it been working in the team of 5 couples this week?
It's been really good. Added a new dynamic. It was just good to have all that extra energy in the group, and I know Chris loved it because it gave him a bit more competition.
Normally the training session, it's Wayne and I pitted against ourselves, and for some reason I just can't beat that old man. He smashes me left, right and centre. It's like, why? But then to have the young boys in there and Phil and Dave was great. Training with Rick and Joe this week's been fantastic. It gives me someone that I really can compete with and someone that can challenge me, and that every now and then I can get a bit of an edge on and actually win.
The next to step on the scales, Rick and Joe.
When it was my turn to go up on the scales, I was feeling pretty confident. I've done the work and I've worked hard this week.
It's probably the time of the week you wait for and see what all your hard work's pulled out, and walking up there I was just excited to get up there and see what I'd pulled.
Rick, last week you weighed 137.4 kilos. Joe, you weighed 148.7 kilos. Your current weight is...
Bragging rights, Haley. He can't say nothing about it. I beat him fair and square, and numbers show, buddy.
You did all right. Did good. It's actually pretty good to see Joe beat me and Joe get a good number. If anyone beats me, well then, I get a bit annoyed, but when my brother beats me, it's fine.
Rick and Joe, together you've lost a total of 11.2 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.91%. That brings your team's average weight loss percentage to 3.71%. Joe, how does it feel knowing that you could go home because of someone else's actions?
Haley, if I go home just because someone didn't have a great week, so be it. I got no regrets this week. I pulled a 6.8 and now nearly 142 kilos, so hey, I'm happy. When me and Rick pulled such pretty high percentage, it was good. We boosted our team's percentage right up, and I thought we might be in for a good shot to win this.
Good job, mate. Sweet destiny. What Caitlin and I are trying to achieve is absolutely massive. It's something that is really difficult for 2 girls to do against 5 other couples, and that includes boys who are fit, strong, have huge motors to run and huge fuel to burn.
Joe and Rick boosted up their team's percentage by a fair bit, right up into the high 3s, so we knew we were going to have our luck run out pretty soon.
The next couple to face the scales, Wayne and Phoebe.
I walked up there, with a little bit of confidence.
Thanks.
but at the same time, I was very nervous that I hadn't pulled a great number and that I was going to let the team down and it was all going to be drastic and terrible.
Phoebe, last week you weighed 97.4 kilos. Wayne, you weighed 124 kilos. Your current weight is... The next couple to face the scales, Wayne and Phoebe. Phoebe, last week you weighed 97.4 kilos. Wayne, you weighed 124 kilos. Your current weight is...
I just look at it and I think, oh, I can't even work out what that is, but I know it's good. It was such a great surprise this week that I think I almost laughed at myself, like, I was elated.
Wayne and Phoebe, together you've lost a total of 8 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.61%. That now brings your team's average weight loss percentage to 3.68%. Good work, guys.
We were upset to see that our weight loss had brought down the team's percentage, but Phoebe had done a good number. You know, she had a great result, and I hope that Phoebe can continue to go like that because it'll keep us in the competition for a long way.
Phoebe, 3.9 kilos. You seem very happy.
It's a lovely surprise.
What were you expecting to see?
Maximum 2 kilos. So 3.9 is amazing.
Wayne and I dropped the percentage back down a little bit, but I knew Phil and Dave had big numbers in them, so I wasn't super worried about it.
When Wayne and Phoebe weighed in, they reduced the weight loss percentage. They gave us a little breathing space and I felt a bit more relaxed at that point.
Next up, Lisa and Jana. Come on up.
When you're walking up to the scales and you're part of a bigger team, you never want to let the team down. But more importantly, I don't want to let myself down and I don't want to let Lisa down. So it's a tough call.
Lisa, last week you weighed 100.3 kilos. Jana, you weighed 99.7 kilos. Your current weight is...
Yes.
4 kilos again.
She just keeps doing it. She just keeps doing it.
When my weight was revealed, I started to tremble from head to toe because I couldn't believe that I'd lost 4.3 kilos.
I'm so not even talking to you.
Lisa and Jana, together you've lost a total of 7 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.50%. And it brings your team's average weight loss percentage to 3.63%. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Together, Lisa and I have lost 7 kilos and our combined weight loss percentage with the group drops by 0.05%. And I hate that. I hate that that was my weight that did that.
Jana, in your opinion, do you think your team will beat Caitlin and Dana?
I hope so. You know, I want to be on the winning team. You know, I don't want us to lose. I don't want to say goodbye to either Caitlin or Dana, but I don't want to lose. And I want us to have done it.
Do you feel safe in this competition?
No.
Why not?
I'm really outspoken, and I do. I say things when other people are probably thinking them, and I'm the person who articulates it. And I know that that's got us into trouble at times. You know, and when the firm was in existence, we were the top of the hit list every time. And I'm concerned that I'm still top of the hit list, you know, and that I'm still vulnerable, you know, and I don't want to go home yet. I've got a long way to go.
I'm really focused on my end goal and I don't want to get lost in the politics. I don't want to get lost in the game. I just want to focus on me.
Lisa and Jana's percentage in weight loss, it dropped our team percentage fairly well, and I was a bit worried at that point. I thought, oh, it's going to be hard to come back from that, and I was expecting them to drop a little bit, but not as much as it did, and yeah, I was a bit worried.
Standing in the weigh-in room, us against the 5 other couples, it was a bit overwhelming. I felt like, how are we supposed to do this against, 5 other couples? And the enormity of the situation really hit me, and I was really worried for me and Caitlin.
Phil and David, your fellow team members have weighed in. Now it's up to you guys.
As Phil and Dave stepped up onto the scales, I wasn't too confident. I thought, considering their weight loss last week, they were due for a big number this week. I was just hoping that by some off chance they'd have another bad week.
I would have thought as a team we'd probably need at least 4%, if not more.
Phil, last week you weighed 119.7 kilos. David, you weighed 129.2 kilos. Your current weight is...
Yeah! Yowza, yowza, yowza! No more strawberry jam, pump it up. Only fat-free ham, pump it up!
Phil did a little dance, his strawberry jam and fat-free ham. He's fun. And it's nice to see that it brings down the tension in the room, because weigh-ins can be quite stressful and emotional. Good on him.
Phil and David, together, you've lost a total of 13.3 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 5.34%. Good job, guys. And that brings your team's total average weight loss percentage to 3.97%.
Well done, boys.
We were hoping that we could make a significant impact on our percentage because it wasn't looking that good before we got up there, and to see that nearly tick over to 4 was a pretty good feeling.
David, if your team were to lose today, how vulnerable would you feel?
Hayley, I guess I'd feel as vulnerable as anyone else. Perhaps looking at, some of the weight loss numbers, I'm right up there, and, probably with Joe, Rick and Wayne, we've probably lost some of the biggest numbers. Maybe I feel a little bit more vulnerable, but really at the end of the day, if we lose, I'm happy to let fate decide. I've put in this week, I've done better than expected. I've trained hard, and, as I've only been with Shannon 1 week, but it's a case of control the controllables and let the variables take care of themselves. I've learnt the lesson, and for me it's a variable, so I can't control it.
Thanks, guys. You can step down.
Thanks, certainly no surprise when Phil and Dave boosted the percentage up. They'd had a low week the previous week and were shocked. And as I've said, normally in a low week comes a high week. And sure enough, they had a high week this week.
When Phil and David weighed in, they bumped the percentage right up. Caitlin and I were really dreading getting onto those scales.
It's now time for the team of 1 couple to weigh in, Caitlin and Dana. Dana and Caitlin, to win today's weigh-in, you need to beat the group's average weight loss percentage of 3.97%. This means you need to lose 9.6 kilos. However, today you have a 2 kilo weight advantage, which means you now need to lose 7.6 kilos.
The girls needed 7.6 kilograms to win. I thought that is going to be hard to lose 7.6 between them.
Caitlin, are you feeling the pressure?
I'm definitely feeling the pressure. I don't want either myself or Dana to go, so we'll just have to see what happens.
How would you feel if you and Dana got split up?
I'd be shattered. and, you know, I don't think we can beat that. So, yeah, just absolutely shattered, especially after everything that we've done this week. I didn't feel confident at all. I was upset, I was angry, I was disappointed. You know, they've all done amazing jobs and I just don't feel it. I thought there is no chance that we're going to get 7.6 kilos between us. There's just no chance at all, and that Dana would be going home.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Don't stand there and tell me it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if it happens.
It does.
I know how hard it will be for Caitlin if Dana goes because she relies on her so much. You know, she's getting more independent, but she still needs her for that emotional support.
Well, Caitlin and Dana, it's time to weigh in. Come on up.
Good luck, girls.
Okay.
Stepping onto the scales, I was really nervous. I felt like it would be an impossible task beating the other 5 couples.
Caitlin, last week you weighed 150.6 kilos. Dana, you weighed 88.7 kilos. Your current weight is?
I could see the numbers ticking over. I was looking at them and just thinking, I know it's going to be a crap number.
Well, Caitlin and Dana, it's time to weigh in. Come on up.
Good luck, girls. Good luck.
Caitlin and Dana, to win today's weigh-in, you now need to lose 7.6 kilos.
As the numbers were ticking over on the scales, you know, I was just watching them go through and I was thinking, okay, if Dana and I are to lose, then one of us will be going home. I seriously didn't think that we were going to get that 7.6 that we needed.
Caitlin, last week you weighed 150.6 kilos. Dana, you weighed 88.7 kilos. Your current weight is?
No way.
5 kilos!
I was just gobsmacked. I was just so excited and overwhelmed that I'd lost 7.3 kilos on my own.
I was shocked. I couldn't comprehend that I'd lost 5 kilos, and I looked over at Caitlin and she'd lost 7.3, and I was just so ecstatic that we did it.
5 friggin' kilos, 7.3!
Caitlin and Dana, together you've lost a total of 12.3 kilos. Add to that your 2 kilo weight advantage.
Oh my God.
And that brings your total to 14.3 kilos. Giving you a total weight loss percentage of 5.98%. Congratulations, you've managed to beat the other 5 couples combined to win today's weigh-in. Well done, girls. Great work.
Well done.
The girls have worked fantastically during the week. They trained hard and, you know, they probably deserve the result that they got. I just hope they choose wisely when it comes to elimination.
Caitlin, how does it feel to win the weigh-in and beat the other team?
I think beating them wasn't our main goal in doing this. I think my main goal in doing this was for us to do it and know that we can do it and do it for ourselves. You know, I had a big breakthrough this week with Michelle in Last Chance Training, and, you know, that just totally outweighs beating these guys, you know. They put up a really good fight.
Caitlin, how much does Dana mean to you?
Dana means the world to me. She does.